Hey, good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Tonight, as usual, every Sunday night, we're gonna try to bring K's Corner invades. Let's talk. And tonight's topic is
You laughing
black,
already? Go ahead.
black women really are difficult.
No, we really are that difficult.
We really are that difficult. What's up, Kay?
Hey, nothing much. How you doing, cute doggy dog? So
All
let me
right.
say this to everybody that's tuning in. Um, as you get to know me week by week that don't know me, right? I have a saying, it's judge your mama, and it's not a disrespect to your mothers. I value all our black queens that are still here and that are going. But you wouldn't want nobody judging your mama. So that's why I say judge your mama. I am not well. I cut my hand today. Urgent care. My finger is all messed up. I've been in pain all day, but I am a woman of my word. So I was not going to say, yo, quit. And my finger hurts. I've been in bed. So I got up and propped up in my bed, took my hair rag off because I said I was going to do this. So I'm here for y'all. Yeah, so y'all better appreciate me. I'm here for y'all, but I'm doing all right. Just now got a fear of washing the damn glass. Daggone glass. I got to wash my mouth. Sorry. Got a like I, you know, you take your hand, you put it in the glass, it broke, and it got my pinky. And for those that don't know, I'm a massage therapist who offers experiences. I don't offer a massage; I offer an experience. And so I have clients, and so I had to shout out to Jay. Jay, I'm so sorry. I called his wife. I apologize. His wife got him a surprise massage, and I could have probably still did it, but it wouldn't have been my best. And if I'm giving up you and you are spending your money, I am very cognizant of that and I appreciate it because you can take your money and spend it with any other massage therapist. So if I can't give you the best that I can give, then I'd rather reschedule you and go ahead and give you a discount off. But I told them it's on me. They'll never ever allow that because that's how true people do. But I have to give that common courtesy and extend for free. But that's not what we here to talk about. We're here to talk about us difficult black women. So let me know.
Yeah, yeah. As let the people know that you choose the topics. These topics are not chosen for you to talk about. These are topics that you choose to talk about that you would like to address. If you commenting on Facebook, say your name. If you haven't given Streamyard the permission to use your name, just say your name before you say anything. Yeah. So whoever said peace, y'all, peace back to you. I can't see who it is, and Kate can't see it as well. So yeah, Kate decided to talk about this topic tonight. Everyone. Black women really are that difficult.
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a black woman, right? And I can't speak on and this is what drives me crazy. When I say something about women and somebody about and men too, make your own post. Don't come on my post talking about what men are. I'm talking about what women are. And this is how it started. So let me tell you what prompted this. So I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of associates and I have a lot of and I do not like the word fans. You would never don't ever say I'm a big fan of yours. This girl told me that one day in a nail salon and I was like, "No, you are not." She was like, "No, I am." I said, "No. You are a fan of my work or you like my work, but I just don't like that word fan." I feel that when like stars, so to speak, are like, oh, because he my fans, it puts them their head space on a different level. You know what I mean? I want to always remain humble and practice my humility for when I do make it because it's coming, right? We got to speak these things into existence. And as a hundredaire, as a what's less than $100? I might got $20. As a less than hundredaire or as a millionaire, I'ma still be the same K. I love TJ Maxx. I'm still gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all not my fans. Y'all become my fam. So you're my Facebook fam or you're my Let's Talk fam, right? So what happened was when something comes to me, it just comes to me like boom, right? And somebody said, "Yo, you can respond like that. That's how we know you're a writer, right?" I've been writing since I was a kid. For y'all that don't know me, every week we got to give a disclaimer. I'm an author. I have 7 books. Working on my eighth, and I am movie maker, independent filmmaker, writer, and so on and so forth. So you could just Google me, K Brown. Make sure you spell it Kae, please. Oh my God, it's just K. We need to do a topic on that because a lot of people call me Kia. I don't know if they have dyslexia and they look like it's before the A, but once a day, hey Kia, I'm like, it's just K. So that should be my show, right? Just K, K-A-E. But anyway, so talking to a girlfriend of mine, um, I don't want to kick the black man's back and quitting. I really don't. I want to just say that it's hard to find a good man. And I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying it's hard to find a good man in today's climate. And the reason why it's hard to find a good man because black women have made it so easy to not have black men. You could bring them something from the chicken shack. Netflix and chill is was made as a comedy, but this is what they accept. You can't come to my house and lay in this big bed and watch Netflix and bring me the chicken shack and think that that's enough. It's not enough. But why black women are difficult? So my girlfriend was playing on Word with Friends, right? I didn't even know people still play that. You ever play that?
No.
Okay. Word with Friends was really like popping, and I remember it came out in the wintertime. It was like snowing, and basically, Word with Friends is like Scrabble, right? But on a computer, and you play with strangers all over the world. And I'm lying. Sorry, y'all. Wrong story. It's not a Word with Friends. It's the same friend, but I did her thing about Word with Friends.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. She had a guy that was away.
that was in jail. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not how black women are doing. That has nothing to do. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Um, I meant BLK. BLK is a new dating website that came out for black people, and um you really can't control who signs up for these sites and things like that and that nature. So she met a guy and they were talking and speaking. So let's go back to what black women claim that they need, right? We want a man that's attentive. Q, you tell me if you're wrong, if you've heard this from women. Do you ever hear black women say, I would like a man that's attentive?
Hmm.
Okay. Then they say, I want a man that, works. A lot of women say things like, I want a man to pay all the bills. That's a topic for another time. I am not one of those women. Um, I do not want my man to work 20 hours a week. I mean, 100 hours a week or 120 hours a week to please me when I make just as good of money. If we pool our resources, we can both not work as much and enjoy each other more. I don't want a man that's out working 18 hours a day because what are you doing when he's working 18 hours a day? How are you enjoying a relationship when we just might pass each other like ships in the night? And a lot of people get so excited, like, oh, you met somebody that work at the port. Oh, you met a longshoreman. Longshoremen work long hours. Yes, they make good money. They work long hours, and it's very hard to date somebody that's a longshoreman. But I said all that to say, um, I'm not one of those women. I want to be able to bring to the table. I got my own table downstairs. So what can you bring to the table? So when I say that black women are difficult, we say things like, I want a man that's attentive. I want a man that can help. I just need help. I don't need no, let me rephrase that. I don't need help. Help would be nice, right? It would be nice to not have to pay this money by myself, that car note by myself. The PSCNG is hot, right? The central air is on. The gas, and I'm not going to ever be cold. I'm not staying in no house where somebody tell you to go get a blanket or a sweatshirt. No, I'm turning my heat on. All of these things. I want to be able to watch what I want to watch. I got the cable channels. Um, all of these things. It would be nice if somebody came in and we was able to split stuff. When you used to doing everything by yourself, and you just let's just say my monthly household bills is 2,500. If somebody came in and gave me 1,250, I would be doing a jig. Like I could put that. I'm used to paying everything by myself, so I'm not looking for a man to pay everything, right? I'm just looking for an equal, somebody we could do this together. I am looking for a man to lead, and so women are saying these things. Oh, I want somebody that's attentive. Oh, I want somebody caring. Oh, I want somebody that really is like my cheerleader. And really cares about what's going on in my day. Okay, fine. My girlfriend meets this guy on the BLK app. He drives an hour to see her, right? She don't have a car. He drives an hour to see her or whatever amount of time or whatever. It's coronavirus, not really much you can do. They talk. She said he was very nice, and they exchange numbers because through the app, you're talking through the app, and you decide whether you want to exchange numbers and whatever. So the next morning, he texts her, "Good morning, how are you?" She didn't respond. So he went to the app and he said a few hours later, said, "Hey, I just want to make sure I got your number right. I text you good morning to ask how you were. Um, I just want to, make sure you got the message." She's like, "Oh my God, he's so thirsty." I said, "What?" She was like, okay, he said good morning, how are you? I didn't respond. I said, "But you just told me you want a man that's attentive. He's asking you good morning, how are you? And you straight ignore him. And now you get mad because he's following up to make sure you're alive. We are that difficult." I said, "Joe, you being ridiculous right now." And she was like, "How?" I said, "Because how can you say you want a man that's attentive? He's showing you some attention. You like, I did not feel like responding. Hand and phone. He say good morning. She playing word with friends or whatever. I ain't feel like responding. We can't have it both ways. So you want that man that ain't texting you, and then you can text me like, I ain't talked to him in 3 days. What do you want? You got one that's saying good morning, how are you? He's checking in. When you don't respond, he's following up, because in today's climate, if I say Q, good morning, and you don't respond, my first instinct is something happened. It's too many people going to the hospital, too many people passing for coronavirus, too many people getting in car accidents, shot, anything. We need to.
Then might have to call the county to make sure joke all right.
Yeah, and I remember them days. I'm so thankful the days is past or whatever. That's a whole other story. He said going outside, I said, "Okay, I'm putting the spaghetti noodles on. They only take 8 to 11 minutes." He said, "I'll be right back." 30 minutes went by, 40 minutes went by. I texted him and I was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And the cop said, "Man, I felt so bad. I just texted her and said, no, ma'am, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm locked up." He went outside for 5 minutes to do something and then got locked up. So it can happen. Praise God, we don't date them anymore. We thank God for deliverance from the wrong type of dudes. But so my thing was like, yo, you mad? That's mad difficult. She was like, "How?" I said, "Because he took his time out, whether he's a player or not, and he texted 100 bitches, good morning, how are you? He took his time out to text you, good morning, how are you? Common courtesy would at least be to say back, good morning, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. If you don't want to know how he's doing, that's fine. Thank you for asking is always a good way to whatever." And she really was like, "Oh my God, he's so thirsty." Okay, I didn't respond. And I was like, "Yo,
But
we got to talk about
let me
this."
ask you, is it like a mixed message she sent? Like, you think that was just her nature of just being uh difficult, or just like the mixed messages? Like, you want this, you say you want this, now you got somebody that came your way that's showing you this,
And
and
that's my point. So we really are that. When black men say black women are difficult, that's a perfect example of being difficult. Now you calling this man thirsty because he cared enough to follow up and say, "Hey, text you good morning, just making sure you're okay and that you got
mm,
the message." And she had an attitude, like a full blown, like, "Oh my God, he's so thirsty." Like, "Oh, calm down. Like, be easy." So I was like, "Yo, what the like?" It's women every day posting memes like, "I didn't get a good morning text today." Wish you they got a good morning text. You got one, then a follow up. So Shakita, she already knows, she posted. Her meme said, "Make the Cash App pop and ask me how my day was." And then she wrote, "The key word is ask. I don't have to respond." What? Why would he be asking you how your day is and you don't have to respond? No, we don't have to do anything we don't want to do, but we can't say we want these men that are attentive. You can't say you want a man to make your Cash App pop and then you feel like you could treat him like crap. We cannot bring our past relationships into our new friendships or situationships or whatever. So black women sometimes, we are difficult. I'm going to give my own example. And my sister checked me on it. I called my friend, whatever, and I was like, listen, I'm not feeling very loved today. She was in the car, he was on speaker. He was like, I told you I loved you earlier today. I was like, yeah, but I am not feeling love right now. He was like, but I told you earlier, so like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Are you safe? Are you I was like, yeah, but I'm just not feeling loved. And he was like, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you right now. I was like, yeah, but I'm not feeling loved. And I was like, right, Isha? And she was like, you're crazy. What are you talking? Like, he already told you he loved you, and he was like, all right, well, I'm sorry that you're not feeling love today. I love you. I don't know what's going on. Like, are you okay? Like, did something happen? I was like, nope, just not feeling loved. I was like, see, this is what I'm saying about you. I'm telling you, I'm not feeling loved. I'm crazy. I'm difficult. This man is working 20 hours a day, and you talking about you ain't feeling love. He ain't feeling love. He tired. But he did talk to me earlier, but Isha checked me. She was like, you want somebody to be a yes man. And that's the problem with a lot of us black women. We have friends that are yes women. They yes man you to death. You right, girl. You right. No, I was wrong. I was wrong. I know if you know a person loves you by their actions, not by their words. If I don't feel good right now, he just texted me, babe, you all right? I know you cut your finger. Do you need anything? Like he'll stop what he's doing. Or whatever. When I get off, I can bring you stuff with what did they say? He always wants the doctor's report, what happened. That's a caring, attentive man. But that day I was just in my feelings on my BS. So black women, we really are that difficult. We gotta do a little bit better. We want it's a meme that's out where a black man is holding the world. And the black lady like, well, where the hell are the stars at? And I'm like, yo, that be us. That be us. We give you the world, but you want the world and the stars. I don't know where we learned this behavior. I had my parents. I was lucky enough to have my parents were married, so I didn't see a functioning marriage, right? Because they were at drug users, right? This is my story to tell and my truth. I live in my truth. Nobody will ever do a tell all about Kay Brown because I done told it all. Okay, you can use that if you want. Don't ever be ashamed quitting of what you did in your past because your past is your past. And I seen somebody write this a whole. I gotta go off tangent for 1 minute. Somebody wrote something about something you did when you was younger, and I didn't like that. Because don't bring up no shit from no stuff from like 25 years ago. Like, and then why are you bringing that up? And if you're having an argument with somebody else, you and that person argue. Don't bring somebody else's name. And I'm sure you know what situation I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Said, let me tell you something. If I say something, then I get my brothers all involved. You know what I'm saying? And I got the car rocking. Yeah, it ain't worth it. Like, Then I call black.
Yeah. But that's I think that's not even the example you just used is not just even a woman issue. I think that's just we have a inability to stay focused on the topic and subject. Like, why are you pulling somebody else in our argument?
Exactly. And I was like, I call black because black got that black. If y'all don't know about black slaps, you don't want to get it. So I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna mind my business, whatever. And I was like, and I know you grown and you can handle your affairs and you did it the right way by just ignoring it. But it's just like, don't pull my name in that. I don't have nothing to do with that nonsense. So back to black women being difficult. Um, or they'll meet a guy, and this is the biggest issue, right? And I'm guilty of this when I was younger. I don't do it now. I don't entertain people that I'm not interested in. That's why we're difficult because they'll entertain a man that they have absolutely no interest in, and then
Mm.
everything he does gets on her nerves because you don't have no interest.
So
But you have no.
he just might just be the perfect guy to take him out to eat.
I just said, but you had no problem spending his money. So he taking you out to eat. You on your phone. You being rude. He asking you stuff. You like what? Huh? And then you're not recognizing of it. So to me, don't date just to date. I don't I feel like after a certain age, that serial dater stuff is for your 20s. Be by yourself. It's nothing wrong with being by yourself. I go out on, my cousin took me on a nice date. Okay. A lot of people was um, like thinking I'm like about to get married from my date. No, that was my cousin that took me on a date. And I don't have to front for social media, but my cousin just knows how to treat a woman like a woman. You know what I mean? Like he walked to my door. Ain't no pull up and honk or text me I'm outside. He walks up to the door. You hand me flowers. So he begins to show me my worth.
If anybody in the chat have any questions for Kay regarding the issue, just ask the question and
I see Charles and
make sure
Brian.
you hit the like yeah make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and if you are on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button so the algorithm will pop. Somebody in the chat has said, nah, when Kay was talking, like, nah, cuss because you're right. Nah, we don't want her to cuss
No,
because
you don't
this is this
I
this
dropped the F
this is
bomb.
something that could mess up the
Wait, but I see
page.
quite I see Charles Tyler says something,
Yeah,
and
he
Brian
said
Lewis.
when you said they be wanting the world, he said they be wanting the rivers and the mountains too.
They do. I'm just being honest. I know some black women that are appreciative and they have good marriages and they have good things. I use Londa and Hood. I love their relationship. And a lot of y'all probably like who. Look at behind Quentin's head right now. It says Miller Street. Anybody that I'm referencing is an actual original Miller Street member. And I remember them one time getting into it, and they just have this thing where they said, let's just agree to disagree so we can move on. And I was like, wow, if I want to get married, this is what I want to emulate. I don't want to argue about something all night. I don't want to be right and you or wrong. Let's just agree to disagree and move on. And so I thought that that was an excellent situation to be in a relationship with. But black women are difficult. Brian Lewis asked something too. What did he
Oh,
ask?
he asked you, the word love, is that a verb or a noun to you?
The word love is a verb. Come on now. Do you want me to take it back to you? Verb is a noun. It's it's a verb. Verb has action. It's a verb. And that's what I mean for black women being difficult, because if COVID taught us nothing, right? Um, it taught us that nobody is promised tomorrow, right? So why waste your time? Like, why is it that serious for mo- not, a majority of my friends, not even a majority, all of my friends have jobs. They can afford and sustain the lifestyles that they want to sustain. If you want to go to Del Frisco's, I'm just using as an example. Matter of fact, we're not even saying no names. They're not paying us no sponsors. If you want to go to a fancy steakhouse or somewhere where it's seafood and it's expensive, take yourself. Don't let a guy take you out and you know you have no interest in him, because then like you like, oh my god, he getting on my nerves. And I know some women who men have been excellent to them, but then it's just not enough. I'm like, when is it going to be enough? Like, what more do you need from this man? You know what I'm saying? Me, I need. I had to figure this out. I am who I am, right, Quentin? So I am a giver by nature. Anytime I order something, he comes, and we just say he, you know him because you met him. So he comes to mind and I order him something. I ordered a shirt that said the Queen. Shout out to Finesse by Tracy. She started her business, Latrice Brooks, support small business. So Latrice came all the way from Tom's River up to Vauxhall to my dress sale and bought dresses. And Tom's River ain't no 5 minutes away. It was like an hour away. And we graduated high school together. And I just was like, yo, my goal in life is to support. We talk like support to support. Yes, I support those that have supported me. Um, and she like that was big to me. Like, you drove an hour and a half. There's people that live 2 minutes around the corner, they ain't come around here and see nothing that I had. So when she started her own business, like boom, it's time for me to support. So I always think about him. He's big on Black Lives Matter. They were selling the Black Lives Matter flag. Bought him one to survive. Boom. Every time I'm always like that in any relationship or friendships or whatever that I'm in. I always think about the person, and I never come out of the mall empty-handed. If I bought myself something, I bought them something. It just be the small things. Oh, I like a bunch of brand new socks. Oh, I was in TJ Maxx. They had polo. I
So,
know you like polo socks. Bought you 20 pairs of socks. Like,
you
that's
think
who I
I'm
am.
gonna ask you? Do you think that the black women are that difficult? Is it just our generation, or it's always been that way?
I think it's our generation, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know, is Kevin Eden still on Facebook? He told me something a long time ago. Very educated. He would be a good person to have on your show if he's still on Facebook. I haven't seen him on Facebook in a long time. We kicked it, yo. He had like a little thing in his house or whatever, and yo, he taught me a lot about the black man in the '60s, and he said the black man's sanctuary was at home, right? The world was kicking him down. The white man was kicking his back in. He was making pennies compared to his counterparts. Still happening today. And when he got home, that was his peace. And so you want to be that man's peace. And he was like, women in the '60s treated men like kings. They came, they was at the door, they took their shoes off, they rubbed their feet, they had their dinner ready. I want to be her. Unfortunately,
Mm,
because of working all this or whatever, I might can't always be her. But that's how I show my love. So yes, it is a verb. I show my love by purchasing things. It's not always about money. It's about, oh, I know that oh, you're on a raw fruit journey or whatever. I went to go to the farmer's market and buy you all the fruit in the world. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
So when I look at some of these women, like, yes, we are sometimes, we're difficult for what? Like, I understand we have the same struggles. We don't have the same struggles as black men. Rest in peace, Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor was a casualty of war. But I think that we're a little bit, I'm just talking about this, minuscule, more safer on these roads with these cops, right? Shooting us than they are with the black man. So I want to be his piece, but we be bugging sometimes, and we are very difficult. And it's just like, yo, or we don't. If they don't do it when we want to do it, we do it ourselves. Can you take the garbage out? I'm gonna do it. And if it ain't done in like 30 seconds, oh fuck it, I'll take it out myself. I'll take the garbage out myself. I can't ask you to do nothing. Like, that man's tired. He worked 42 hours straight. You gonna take the garbage out, baby girl? Calm down. Like, I think we're so used to being independent that when we don't get it done, because that's when we would have did it. When the moment I asked you to take the garbage out, I would have took it out because when I'm by myself. So when a man is introduced to the situation, whatever, and then we claim we want a man to take charge, and then they do take charge, we're difficult about that. So I just, my cousin as an example, he like, just take September 11th off, don't ask no questions. That's what I want in my life. I want him and just tell me how to dress. That's it. Every once in a while. Of course, the way that life is set up, it's not going to be like that always. But where we going? What we doing? Oh my God, I don't want to do that. Just be thankful that somebody want to spend some time with you. That somebody took enough time to, can't. I don't know. We got to do better, black women. We do. And if you need, I'm going to write up a self evaluation and I'll put it on my page. And I want you to take the self evaluation and evaluate yourself and see, are you a difficult black woman or are you not? A lot of black women are very difficult to deal with, even amongst each other. I don't
Mm,
understand what's so hard about speaking to each other. How you doing?
mm.
They all, last example, because I know we almost out of time, right? My part-time job, the one guy was talking, oh, when I used to work at Amazon, one time the lights went out. And this other black girl said, oh, that's the time to hook off on the people you don't like.
At the workplace, like,
But she was serious. And I was like, yo, I couldn't. I was like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Like you, like we can't hold the cue. We pick and choose our back. I know I could toss her up and everything. But this the workplace. We at work, whatever. But I'm saying in my mind,
who
why,
thinks of stuff like this?
why would you eat like that? Like that was her response. Cause he was just saying like, yo, the lights went out and they ain't even let us go home. She was like, oh, that's the perfect time to hook off on the person you don't like. That girl with all the mouth. Like what? Like, why can't we come together and unite? Like, why in this climate are you saying something like that? Like you want to hook off on another black girl that you don't like? Why can't we get along and quitting? I don't know. But I do know that black women are that difficult. So black men, you have the right to keep telling her when she's difficult. You have the right to call her on her nonsense. You have the right to bring others in, tag us in, tag me in. Okay, this what happened, and I'm gonna let you know, yeah, she being difficult, or I'm gonna let you know when you're being ridiculous. But that just really sparked something in me when the man said to her, "Good morning," and she said, "I ain't feel like responding, so he thirsty." And when she,
Mm.
I'm only using it because she posted it, said, the key word is ask. You can ask me how my day is, but if I don't feel like responding, I'm not gonna respond. Hmm? That's being difficult. Why would you want him to not ask? Don't ask me nothing then. How about today? I don't feel like responding. Don't ask me anything. We gotta have these conversations or whatever. Because a man that you really truly like, you want to respond to anything he asks you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but that's the one that might treat them like, excuse the expression, object or something, a garden tool or something like,
Yeah.
or call you after he done did what he did and left you and whatever. He ain't heard from him in 2 3 weeks or whatever.
And that's the
It,
one you love his dirty drawers.
yeah, it's like a bait and switch game going on.
Yeah, but we getting older now. I look and let me say use the last example. I looked at look when I was in high school, all the nerds, right? The ones that was like geeks. We like, ew, he corny. Why was he corny? Because he was a nerd. Because he wasn't getting in trouble with y'all. Because he wasn't busting windows and whatever we did. We listen, statute of limitation is up on what we did when we was 7 years. So when we was acting crazy and fights and all of that, just because he was tough and would hold the door, you're like, I don't need you to hold the door myself. Like we have to reprogram our mind. So this example, when we went out the other day, I went to touch the door handle, and you know that look Cam give. He was like, "You better not touch that door." I was like, "Oh," I got scared. He was like, "A man is supposed to get out and open your door for you," and it's like, "Damn, I'm 40 plus. I don't even notice. I'm used to getting out on my own because we want to be independent. I'm a '90s girl in the '90s world.
Hot girl summer.
Some respect. Well, he's showing you some respect, and then you mad. Like I don't know. I just whatever. I was like, I was scared to ask it. Like, you want me to pay the tip? He was like, did you just? Never mind. I was like, never mind. I know what not to ask and what to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like I knew at that moment what I'm deserving of, but at the same time, I'm over here ordering him surprise things because it's hard for him to accept. You know what I'm saying? So if my cousin or my brother got to be the one that treat me like the queen, I'll take it. If marriage is not in my cards and or my future whatever is not in my cards, I'm fine with being able to go out and be treated like a queen that I am and that I carry myself in by y'all, my brothers, or cousins or whatever, and having that stimulating conversation and talking about life and laughing and having a good time. And that's fine. And going home and going to bed. We're getting old anyway. I don't have to go home and get my back blown out and all that, or whatever. It's cool.
Ain't that crazy when you prepare to go home and go to bed now?
Exactly. So it's time for I'm like,
So Kay, we we got time limits. Would you
yep.
like to let the audience know about next week show?
I
What's the
see it.
topic?
Charles Top. Just I wanted to just answer, make sure I answered all the questions.
Oh, Charles said he lends he's lends. I lend myself to accept the difficulties of a woman. However, I have to draw the line of disrespect. This is a great show tonight. Appreciate that, Charles.
We appreciate you, Charles, or whatever. And he has, and let me say something about him. Like, somebody was selling cookies. Shawnee was selling cookies, and people were saying, "Oh, I want cookies," and he ended up treating women to cookies on my page that he didn't even know. And I believe it was just from a goodness of his heart. But women also take that as, "Oh, he trying to get with me." So just be very careful, Charles, about who you be nice to, because sometimes women take that the wrong. I don't take it that way. But some women take it that way, like, oh, he's just trying to get with me and da 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 da. We got this is what I'm saying about the difficulty. We don't even know that when a man says, "Hey, how you doing, beautiful?" He just giving you a compliment. And wait, let me give you one more example, Q, and then I'm gonna talk about difficult, right? I don't know if you know Jonathan Martin, comedian, funny, funny, funny. I can't wait to see him make it to the top. Jonathan Martin from Hillside or whatever. That's my dog.
He part of Kevin Hart's crew, right?
Yes, and he's from Hillside. And Jonathan put me on with a few writers and producers from Hollywood, and I've been having some conversations. So he wanted them like, hey, well, what's good? What you if you need help with anything, he wanted them, right? So real quick, and this is before the COVID or whatever. You remember you have to get a number to go into motor vehicle, and the one in Wayne is always crazy. 100, when 100 number 100. So he whatever he figured he didn't need to be there. So he said to this young sister, he said, how you doing? And she was like, what? Anyway, so he was like, so his number was next. He was like, well, I wasn't trying to talk to you. I was going to give you my number because I'm next. I was like, and I see your number. Say his number was 79. Your number is 130. He was like, but because of that attitude, you go ahead and sit here and wait. On that. So stop thinking that every man trying to talk to y'all, get being difficult. Learn how to smile. Learn how to be pleasant. And if they are trying to push up on you, learn how to say thank you so much, but no thank you. Just being polite. That's it. And if he start calling you out your name, then that's when you could get. You don't have to handle it. You call your brothers, or you call one of them, or you do what you got to do. But or just ignore them or block them. Block them brown. Y'all know that's it. Next week's show is, drum roll, please. Quick, I forgot. So
you forgot that quick?
Phones too. Next week's show, men go through phones too. I'm tired of y'all making memes. I'm tired of y'all little comedians making videos about women going through your phone and you sleep and she creeping over you and she freezing like a roach and all that. It's too many men out here that go through phones too. And ladies, it's time to expose them. So tune in and we'll see y'all next Sunday. Same time, same place, God willing, 9 p.m. Be blessed. Have a blessed week. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and stay minding your business.
And make sure y'all hit the like button if you're on Facebook, as well as YouTube. And make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel on YouTube, you subscribe. Take care. Have a blessed night.
And Quentin is going to do a thing on how to subscribe because a lot of y'all is old school, don't know what, calling me how I subscribe to YouTube. I just work in IT. I do contracts. So we're going to do a show on how to get y'all on there. And then Quentin, we'll make that the top of Let's Talk when you do the rules on how. We'll make a short video. Just make a short video and they'll know how to do it in this way. Because let me tell y'all something that's watching right now from the Let's Talk group. If you do not set up a YouTube account, which it takes less than 2 minutes, especially if you have Gmail, it takes 30 seconds, and are not going to start liking and subscribing, you're not going to have access to our shows because Quentin has a vision and we need to help him meet his vision. And in order for him to meet his vision on YouTube, he has to have more followers, more likes, and more subscribers. So please, 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 we're always screaming support small business. This is a business for him. It's a small business. So I need you to please like, subscribe, and watch.
With that, have a blessed